Hello, everyone. I see the chat is already busy. Guys, I cracked the code. I have figured it out. I'm going to share something with you that you don't see in other places because I've looked everywhere. And this is the first time a channel is discussing in this level of detail what I'm about to share you. I'm going to make it so easy for you guys to find whatever customers you need in the area that you are. Because the strategies that I'm going to tell you is things that I've already seen other people discuss and I know they work. But I with AI and with new software that just came out, I'm going to tell you how to do it in a way that you could do something that requires a 10-man team to do. You could do things every day that requires a team of content strategists to pull off now with AI. But let me actually give you some context. Let me see who's in the chat. Tree of Knowledge is here. Hi. Ehsan is here. Unusual AI. Muhammad is here. Okay. Jack is here. Fantastic. All right, guys. Let me actually tell you why I'm even talking about this and how I came about doing all of this, right? And also just I'm seeing results with very little audience. You don't need a big channel. You don't need to be making good money on YouTube. You just need a little bit of an audience to sell to. And it's so easy to do this and it's magical. I'm so excited. Let me actually tell you a bit of a context. Recently, I started on a couple of businesses, right? And I realized I went and studied how this is done, and I realized how much of a science this is. Basically, it's a certain formula that if you apply, it just things start working. Once I went and studied other people, I studied finance in university, but studying finance is more about valuing companies but not about the day-to-day operations. And even that in university they don't teach it very well. But once I went and saw how other people do it, and if you apply that to your businesses, you just some simple tweaks make everything better. But then I realized that other people are coming to me and asking me how to do it, and I'm already busy with all of that. But this could actually be turned, anything like this could be turned into a business. Whenever you realize how something is done, there are many other people who would want to talk to you and also potentially pay you. And I'll show you how to for you to show them how to do it, right? And the reason why I thought that this is going to be a waste of time is because I make content on another channel, Atheist Republic, and over there you're trying to just get a lot of as much of a bigger and bigger audience. I assume that that's what you need when it comes to content marketing and getting clients. And then I realized you actually don't need that. I saw so many people making really good money by having audiences of, the size of 100, 200, 300, but with each video. And they're just using that to really sell. Because what's happening is that the algorithms on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all these platforms are getting smarter and smarter. And you don't need to have a lot of subscribers. You just need to create a huge volume of content so that the algorithm of all of these platforms uses them to recognize who your content is best suited for. And the algorithms are getting so smart eventually that for the price of $0, you're getting back access to the best tools out there to connect you to the exact people that you need for them to buy from you. So basically, your target audience, you don't need to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars in ad money anymore to come do target marketing and figure out exactly who to target to so that they eventually buy from you. You just need to increase the volume of content that you put on your platforms, and then organically the algorithm recognizes who this is for, and it will bring for free those people to you. The key is two things: is to keep them very laser focused on a specific topic, because the more laser focused it is, the more those algorithms will find your people. And the second part is that you need to have high volume. You need to have a lot of content out there, right? And the easiest way to do that is to create short videos, really, so that you could create, maybe one or three every day until you have a huge asset of content out there, right? This is the way. There's only basically three ways to get clients. One is content marketing, the other one is paid ad, and the third one is just one-on-one face-to-face conversation, either knocking on people's door or salespeople, cold calling, or having events where people will come and you will tell them what your product is about or your service is about or whatever. But obviously, paid ads and one-on-one is not as accessible to us when we don't have any money to spend at the beginning. And also, content marketing is working better than ever before anyways. But now with AI, creating a wave of content, a lot of content has become a lot easier. And guys, the more natural you are about it, the better it is. Basically meaning that just start recording and talking, right? And you don't have to, let me actually explain, right? So the problem is that still takes a lot of time. Imagine writing a script, editing, recording yourself, doing retakes after retakes, finding eventually a good video that you want, and then a take that you want, and then taking that, and then editing that. And then who has the time to create one, content? So basically, if you want to be successful, the minimum you could do is put at least one content every day for at least 100 days for you to get anywhere. Okay, to get any traction. But who, like, you're already doing other things, that's very difficult, right? I'm going to give you the solution that I came up with, that I'm using right now as we're speaking. I'm using, and that you could copy. And again, nobody has done this. I cracked the code because I'm covering all three types of content that YouTube likes, right? And again, we're using YouTube as our base of operations, and then spreading the content that we make on YouTube into other platforms as well. And it's easy. You don't actually have to go post there. It will automatically spread there. I'll show you how. So there's three types of content. It's either live, long form, or short form content, right? So live streams are either vertical or horizontal. This is obviously um, a vertical horizontal. This is a vertical live stream. And then we have long form. The way they usually work is that they're more than 8 minutes and under 30 minutes, between 8 minutes and 30 minutes. And they're horizontal. And then we have short form videos under 3 minutes, and they're vertical. And these are the three forms of content that people are putting there. And these are like magnets. You just put them out there, and once you have a lot of them, they just pull your client towards you, right? And then I'm going to have more shows regarding what to do with them once you attract them, once you create. So this one way is, I already mentioned in the previous shows, obviously some ways is to just, for example, start contacting them or giving your email. For example, like this, you could have your email ready and you could tell them, just to get started, if you don't have a funnel going on, we could just tell people like, hey, contact me, here's my email. I have my email, armin.navobi@gmail.com. You could do something like that. Oh wait, I have the wrong banner up. Did I have the wrong banner the entire time? That's okay. Oh well, yep, I had the wrong banner up. It's fine. Let me actually get the correct banner up. There we go. This is another reason why I go live. So I should pay more attention to the chat so that we could have the right banner up. Okay, there we go. That was the previous stream that I did my Atheist Republic channel again. And that channel, that Atheist Republic channel, is the reason why I had the impression that the only way you could make this work is by getting a big enough audience. You don't need that. You could have, this is a completely different world. The content marketing, the YouTuber world, the people who make money off of their content, is a completely different world from the world of people who are just making money off of something else, their business, and their marketing and their content is just a marketing arm of their business. Okay, let me actually say this. We have YouTubers, we have content creators. Content creators make money from their content, meaning that their content is their product. But business owners, people who want to do business and they're using content to market their business, their YouTube videos or their Instagram videos, that's just the marketing arm of their business. But you need to start with that because you need to attract some people eventually to sell something to them. Let me see people in the chat. We have 3 people here. Mohsen is here. Mahwesh is here. Torah is here. You might need to spread the truth that there are angels and demons that play. Okay. Yeah, well, you can't really make money off of YouTube. You can, but that takes, Torah is saying you can't really make money off of YouTube. You can, but that takes a lot of views. That's not what we are talking about here. We're talking about on this channel, we're talking about having a business and you're selling to, right? So let me tell you what my strategy is, because I managed to kill 3 birds with 1 stone. 3 birds with 1 stone, meaning that instead of recording for my long form videos and then doing my live streams separately and then doing my short videos separately. So this is what people do. People sit down, they have a script, they prepare a script, they look at their camera, they read the script, and they take that, they go to their video editor, they edit that will become their long form video, right? That's one work that you have to do. And it's not fun. It's not fun to do that. I mean, for most people, that's not fun. Then you have your live streams, and then you have your short forms. Usually people just look at their phone, they record 1 minute, they post that on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And this causes organic reach. This causes people to notice who they are, what they're talking about, and eventually realize that they also have something to offer for sale and then buy from them. Usually you actually have to reach out to them, to the people that you're attracting. You need to message them. You need to encourage them to reach out to you if you need help. But that's another topic. We will talk about how to sell later, right? Yeah. So Muhammad is saying, what video software do you use, free or paid? I will tell. This is what I'm getting. I'm going to get to everything. I'm going to give you everything that I do, right? So here's a couple of updates have been made recently that has made all of this easier, right? So we have had Opus clips for a while. Let me actually write these down so I could put it on screen so you guys know you could guys look up my tools. Opus clips. Then we have Descript, and then we have StreamYard. Okay. So when I go live, I'm going vertically right now instead of horizontally. The reason why I do that is because YouTube is now showing vertical live streams to people who are not even subscribed to you, right? And that broadens your reach, right? But the problem with that is when I record vertically, I cannot then edit that to a long form video because a long form video needs to be horizontal, like the 8-minute version, right? However, this works with Opus Clips. Let me actually put this there. I use a website called Opus Clips, and this is, you have to pay for it. These are all you have to pay for, but it's worth it because it's doing the work of an entire team, right? So when I go live, all I do is I take the link. What I used to do is I took the link. Let me actually ban this person. Ban user. I used to take the link of my live streams and I put it in Opus Clips. And what Opus Clips does is that it uses the power of AI to go find the best short parts of your live stream and turns it into 1 to 3 short videos under 3 minutes. It will give you 50 suggestions, or like a lot of suggestions, automatically goes and just cuts, and it does it in a few minutes. It's unbelievable. You basically give it a 1-hour stream and it just transcribes the video, looks for the best parts, and automatically creates under 3 minutes, whatever you tell it, under 3 minute videos vertically. Even if you record it horizontally or vertically, it doesn't matter. It creates 1 minute videos in the format that you want, and then it automatic. You could also connect your Opus Clips accounts to YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, everything. So you don't even need to download and upload anymore. And then from there, you push it to all of these platforms, all of them. So you make an account, you connect it to Opus Clips, and it takes care of your short form for you. So my short form was already fixed. The only problem I had with that is that YouTube reduces the quality, and on Opus Clips, the quality of the videos were lower than what I wanted, right? But now I discovered that on StreamYard, when I record locally on my hard drive, so not just on the cloud, when I record locally on my hard drive, right now I have the local recording on. So another software that I use, the website that I use for going live is called StreamYard. Let me actually put that in the chat for you guys and highlight it. So I use StreamYard to go live, right? And then StreamYard has this option where you could record on your hard drive. It records everything on your hard drive, not just in the cloud. And then when it does that, it's recording everything horizontally, not just vertically. Meaning that right now you're seeing only from here to here, but on my hard drive, everything is being recorded. Everything that you're not seeing on my sides are also being recorded. Meaning that, and also the banner would not be included, and my name down here is not going to also be included either, right? Meaning that I get the raw material with a higher quality recorded in my hard drive. And then now when I go to Opus Clips, instead of giving it the link to my YouTube, I give it that video. So now the clips that I get from Opus Clips is going to be higher quality. 1. 2, I use another software for editing my long form, and that's called Descript. It's called Descript. Let me actually put it in the chat. So Descript already was using the power of AI, so that whenever you uploaded a video there, it will transcribe it, and then you could edit the text, and by editing the text, it would edit the video. And that was already done with AI anyways. But just a few days ago, they added this new feature that now has opened the door for me to make long form out of my live stream as well. So, for example, when I go live here, this whole video is going to be around, 40 minutes or however long it's going to take me to record this video. But then I will upload this on Descript. It will transcribe it. So I see the entire text. And I used to, when I wanted to edit the video, I would have to go over the text, and every part that I would cross over, it will automatically take out of the video. But now this new feature, they add this thing called Underlord, which is basically you interact with the AI behind your video editor. You talk to it, and it does the things that you want it to do. And I could not believe. I thought this is too good to be true. But then I went and tried it. I uploaded my video. I went to Descript, and I told it this. So I gave it a 1-hour video, and I told it, hey, just remove all the fluff, keep all the main points, keep the best parts, and just take everything else out. I didn't expect it to actually do that, but I gave it a 1-hour video. It actually gave me a 30-minute video back. It also removed all the gaps. It removed some of the retakes. It removes all the ums and ahs. And I kid you not, it also did this. And all of this with just a command. I wasn't doing anything. Let me actually start this. I will respond to that. I kid you not. It went, and some parts where it cut, some of the parts that it cut, because it cut those out, the remaining sentence did not make much sense. So it added, with my voice, a few words there inside to make the sentence more clear, something that it removed from the sentence before it, where it cut it out. So with my voice, it added stuff to the transcript, and it made me say it. And it was my voice, even though I didn't use that word in that sentence. it just added it with my voice. I didn't even tell it to do that. It just automatically assumed it had to do that, because when it removed some parts, if the remaining part was not clear, it just used my voice to fill in the gap. And it was so good that I could not even tell that I did not say that. And I had to actually check, because it underlined the parts that it added my voice. Like, it's my voice, and I couldn't even tell that I didn't say this. So now this is, guys, this is hours and hours of work with just one order to Descript, and it just does it. You understand that how much time this is saved? And for me now, I'm basically completely with one recording of with one live stream a day, I'm covering all my short form material, my live stream, and my long form material. Because, and I, without any editors, if all my editing is being done with AI. So Tora said, someone tell Armin about OBS. I know about OBS. I used to use OBS. StreamYard makes it makes everything a lot more convenient. A lot more convenient. Just automatically does so many things that with OBS you have to do so much to be able to get it done. StreamYard, basically a lot of the things, many features with StreamYard makes this process so much easier. That's why I use StreamYard. Yeah, but I used to use OBS. How do you think I didn't know about OBS? How dare you? How dare you? And also, StreamYard constantly keeps adding new features that is that I really really like. So that's why I use StreamYard. But this way, by the way, guys, also my streaming session with you guys is just basically my recording session. This is like, even if I wasn't going live, I would have to record videos for long form and short form. But now you might as well go live anyways and have some people around you, so that you don't feel like you're just talking alone to a camera. And that way you're covering your live section as well, your live content as well. But also, people might bring up something in the chat that you want to address that might help. That might be a good part of the video to include. And all of the hassle of, and also because you're going live on a specific time every day, you cannot not do it, because people are waiting for you, right? Like, if I was just making long form content and I had to get up and shoot some videos to eventually go out and edit, you have a lot of excuses for, like, maybe not today. But when you do live streams every day, then your recording session for your long form and your short form it becomes mandatory, because people are waiting for you to come live. So I cover that as well. And guys, I don't know if you guys appreciate how amazing this is. Like, basically with these 3 tools, I'm doing the work of at least 10 people, and the work that these 10 people would have to get done over a week in one day. Like, right after the stream is over, the video, I download the video. I mean, it's already downloaded. It's going to be my hard drive. I go upload it on Opus and Descript automatically. Opus automatically looks and gives me 50 suggestions for short videos. I go pick 3 of them that I like from this live stream. 3 short videos from this live stream, and also scores them for how engaging they are. So the best ones are going to be at the top. So basically I start from the top to see which ones I like, and then I keep removing the ones that I don't like until I have 3. And then when I have the 3 that I like, I just click a button and it pushes it on all the platforms that I want without me having to download and upload it. And then I also uploaded the video on Descript. I go into Descript, I just give a command. Okay, turn this 1 hour video, remove most of it, make it much shorter, give me a 30-minute video out of it. And then I just sit back and it does that. And from Descript, I don't have to download it either. I just push it on YouTube and it just releases it on YouTube. Done. I could do all of that in 1 or 2 days. If I didn't have any other work, it would take like less than it. It would just take a few hours of my day, work that would take so much money that if I wanted to hire a team for. Also, right now for this channel, I'm just getting started talking about these topics, and the only thing other than YouTube is that I have a TikTok for this, but I need to actually expand because my other accounts is mostly for my my activist YouTube channel, like the Twitter and Instagram. But I need to make, because now I have the short form content that I'm making, that I could potentially make 3 short videos every day. I need to make sure they go everywhere. I need to make a specific page for this Facebook page for this content, an Instagram page for this content, a Twitter page for this Twitter account for this content. I only have YouTube and TikTok for this content that I'm doing, but it's such a waste because I'm making short videos every day, and with the press of a button, it could go everywhere. So I need to get on creating those other accounts as well. Because remember, guys, these are like these short videos. So again, YouTube will become your base where you have long form live and short videos, and all the other platforms will just be a home for your short form content. Your short will be there, and every single one of these short videos, it's like a soldier that is going out there and fighting for you, or basically do your, it's like a marketer. Each one of these is a marketer, and it's going into Facebook, and one of these short videos is looking for Facebook for people to find for you, one of them is looking in TikTok, one of them is looking for people on Twitter, but they're everywhere, just basically bringing people to you. And eventually I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do to create a sales funnel that could capture these people. But right now, I'm not even looking for any people. I'm just creating all of this because right now I'm already busy with the business that I'm doing. So I cannot add anything to that. But I saw the potential to this. So I'm just trying to create all of this base so that eventually when I can bring, because I need to also create a system where I could do more things and take care of more people and have a actually larger number of clients than the one that I have right now. But I'm not going to wait until I can do that when I start marketing. I need to create all of this content out there. So I created the base. So when I could actually start accepting more people, I already have people waiting for me to accept them as clients. I mean, I'm getting people who are interested, even though I just got started, which shows that this works, because a lot of people say this works, and I try it and I saw that this actually works. So when I went and looked at what people do to make their businesses operate better, I saw that this is actually a science. And when I apply when people what those experts say, it actually works. And now when it comes to marketing, because remember, guys, marketing is there's only 3 types of marketing: either content marketing, paid ads, or one-on-one. And the marketing, the content part is now king. It was always king, but now it's also even more of a more so, because that's why content is king, because it's just is basically riding the algorithm for free to get the people that you need to you. And just so you understand how little it takes for you to eventually get wealthy, if you manage to eventually find 100 people that really want your stuff, want your services, you have made it. You don't need thousands of people, you need hundreds of thousands of people. I mean, even if you have 3 or 4 people, that could be enough for you to get started. And eventually when you get to 10 people, that is already enough for you to make a living. But when you get to 100 people, that is enough to be rich. 100 people that are really determined to pay you for your services. That's the beginning of you getting rich. And 100 people is not that many. That's an achievable number. Well, Tora saying, wow, Armin, that hit me hard. Okay. Armin is a top-notch motivator. Well, thank you, Tora. I appreciate that. Let me tell you one thing else that I'm doing with all of this that is very, very sneaky and smart. Okay. Another thing I'm doing with all of this live streams is I just come and tell you what I'm doing and my process and my system and what I'm trying to do next. And then guess what happens? Now, this live stream, the transcription of it is a documentation of my thoughts. of an explanation, a description of my system, which I could then now take and give to ChatGPT for it to critique. Do you understand that? So not only I'm doing content marketing, this is just my note taking. So instead of spending time on Google Doc explaining, writing my process in in detail, and then giving it to ChatGPT to critique, I don't spend time doing that. I just go live and tell you. And now I have access to a written down explanation of my thoughts regarding what I'm doing, which now I can take and just, instead of writing that, just give to ChatGPT and then ask ChatGPT so many questions regarding the reasoning model. I mean, I shouldn't even say reasoning model anymore because ChatGPT 5 just came out. So I don't know what we're going to be doing with that now. But I use the best reasoning model available to just look at what I'm doing and ask ChatGPT if I'm doing it right, if this is a good strategy, if there's anything else that I'm not considering. Do you understand how clever? I hope you guys appreciate how clever that is. That with one live stream that I come and do with you guys, I'm covering the live stream part. I am with AI on Descript, I'm covering my long form part. With AI on Opus Clips, I'm covering the short form. With my live stream, I'm covering, while doing marketing, I'm also documenting my own process, because all I have to do is just go tell people what I'm doing, and I could get a good explanation regarding whether this is good, and also market to you guys regarding if people for people to see what I'm active in, so that they could eventually come and offer me their, basically ask me to offer them my services. But this documentation, when I go to use AI to see if it makes sense, then when I study the response from AI, then that response could be now my next live stream. Like, okay, I studied this is what I'm improving now, and then I will come and tell you how I'm improving, and then I'll take that, I'm marketing and also documenting my new way, and then I'll take that to ChatGPT, and then it critiques that, and it's basically an endless cycle of improvement, an endless cycle of telling people how I'm improving, so that maybe people who are not even going to hire me, as they're not going to even be my client, they still benefit from this constant the points on how I'm bettering myself, so that they could better themselves. Do you see how beautiful this is? I created and again, I've never seen, I followed a lot of people and I'm studying a lot of people, but I've never seen anybody explain in this level of detail how this system could work and how easy it is, because it's basically as easy as going live and talking, whatever problem that you're trying to solve for people, whether it's, I don't know, fat loss, you know quitting smoking, budgeting in your personal finance, or overcoming your debt, reducing spending, increasing your income, climbing the career ladder, improving your business income, or whatever problem you're trying to solve. All you have to do for marketing is just come and live every time, explain what you're doing, and guess what, while you're explaining what you're doing, just go explaining that to people sometimes makes you think deeper about your process, more than if you were just thinking about it by yourself, because you're saying it out loud. So it makes you think about your process more while you're marketing, while you're documenting your progress, while doing the best form of marketing, actually, in all three fronts, in all platforms. This is a win, 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 win. This strategy is perfect, I think. And I've never seen anybody explain it this simply and to the point and with this level of detail. But I don't understand what you mean, Torah. I don't. Can you explain what you said about but it works for your work? What do you mean? This works for every work. Content marketing works for everything. Oh, so Torah is saying Armin makes it easy for everyone to have a voice. Well, thank you, Torah. I appreciate that. Torah is saying people will judge what us because of what we say. Okay, but what is the cost associated with people judging you? Oh, you're okay. You're saying you're ashamed to open your mouths because people will judge you. All right. Well, that make that the pain that you're trying to solve that you're documenting. Then that is your demon. That is that could be something that you're trying to come over, and then you explain to other people. That could be the thing that you could be helping other people with by figuring out how to fix for yourself. Oh, Amika is here, but he's catching up on the stream. Daniel is here. Music FX7 is here. Let me see what the other people are saying. Guys, I think a lot of you might not understand. Some of you might not understand the genius behind the plan that I have. Oh, it's Torah saying very smart answer. Okay, so good. Yeah, so Torah, if you are so ashamed of and worried about other people's judgment, because remember, obviously being ashamed of other people's judgment is all in our head, okay? Because nothing materially changes when other people judge you poorly, right? If other people come look at what you're doing or what you're saying and they don't like it and they express that this is not good, physically, materially, nothing changes. Nothing is removed from you. So any negative feeling you have associated with that is all in your head, which means that it could actually be fixed with just a reframing of the situation. If it's in your head, that means that with the right mindset, I could get to a point where I don't give a crap if somebody judges me poorly, as long as I am moving towards my goal. Like your only metric will be whether or not I am getting closer to my goals or not. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to have a goal, a worthy goal. I'm here, my goals are there, and if I'm getting closer to it, that's good. And if I'm not, I need to readjust. But if I'm getting closer to my goal and other people are looking at it and they don't like it and they're judging me negatively, well, I'm getting closer to my goal. So who cares? So given that other people judging us poorly hurts us, even when we're actually progressing, that means even though it's not changing anything about my life materially, that means that it's all that negative, that hurt, that pain is all in your head. So I just need to figure out how I can reframe how I look at this, how to change my mindset, and it will stop mattering. And if if I don't know how to figure it out, well, good. That's the demon that I have to slay, and maybe I could start documenting my journey towards slaying this demon, so that when I figure it out, I could help other people do the same. Because if anybody says like, no, I cannot do this because I'm ashamed of other people's judgment, then I could come and tell them, yeah, I know exactly what that feels like because I was where you are. So given that I am not now and I was, I'm the right person to help you because I know exactly your pain. I understand your pain. Oh, Torah is appreciating it. Torah is saying, incredible idea. Yes, exactly. That could be your market. That is your business. And again, because this is a pain that you had to deal with, when you offer the service to other people, you will turn into a missionary rather than a mercenary, right? And missionaries beat mercenaries in business every time, because this has been you. When you're talking to other people and they tell you that they have had this problem, you can feel their pain, and this is something you're passionate about, so it's easier for you to do this business, because when you go and talk to people about it, you talk to them in the future, you will talk to them so much more naturally, because you know what you're talking about, and it becomes easier for you to talk to other people about it, because you're an expert in this, because you were here. You were an expert in this hole, because you were at the bottom of this hole one day. Let me see what other people are saying. So Jewish Samantha is saying, unless those people show up at your apartment looking for you, or call your boss making up lies about you, or start cyber stalking your mother. Okay, but then that's not a problem with you being ashamed anymore. That's a different problem. Okay, so let's make sure that we separate this. If other people having a negative judgment on you, and then doing all of these things for you, to you, and you are afraid of these consequences, then you're not a person who is shy or ashamed, because somebody who is shy or ashamed is just is is what they're trying to avoid is the negative judgment. If you're trying to avoid this judgment, this consequences, you're dealing with something else. And obviously this matters now. Why does it matter? Because we said the only metric is whether people are getting in our way, whether the consequences are getting in our way to get to our goal. So everything you mentioned seems like an obvious barrier, an obvious pushback against you, and to a resistance towards you getting to your goals, right? So what Torah was mentioning to me was something else. So for example, if somebody has a negative judgment on me, and now they're going to come and do something about it that is going to cause me some danger, then I'm not afraid, I'm not ashamed or feel guilty, or I'm not, my concern is not that person's negative opinion on me. My concern is now what they're about to do about it. Okay. So Torah was describing something else. Torah was describing being concerned with that judgment, the judgment itself, not the things that people going to do because of that negative judgment. Yeah, Torah is saying Armin is right. That is different. Yeah. I mean, obviously that would be that should be a concern. You shouldn't reframe that, because that is a material difference in your life. Okay. What Torah was describing was something, a negative judgment towards you, that is not going to make any material difference in your life. You're still the same. Your bank account is still the same. There's no scars on your body. You're not going to get fired. You just don't like that negative judgment. That's the problem that Torah was talking about. Oh, two comments, one by Unusual AI and one by Tree of Knowledge. Let me read both of them. Unusual AI saying, by the way, I'm my biggest client with my AI business. I have an I have an easier life in my workplace using AI for making 20 arguments if my boss is wrong. Politely writing to avoid his emotional short and small brain. That's pretty funny. Unusually, yeah, that's good. And Tree of Knowledge is saying, Armin, I've just, oh, this is amazing. Let's actually highlight this. Tree of Knowledge saying, Armin, I've just kicked off my YouTube channel with short videos. That's great. With a shorts video. That's fantastic. And I'm hitting the gym tomorrow to start building muscle. Thanks a lot. You were the only one who really managed to fire me up. Oh my god, that's so beautiful. Oh my god, thank you for telling me that, Tree of Knowledge. I really appreciate you sharing that with me. Guys, look, guys, this channel only gets, maybe 100 or 200 views per video. And with this small of a channel, okay, like the other channel, we dare have a bigger audience, but we, even in a channel with this small of an audience, you Tree of Knowledge is telling me that I had such an impactful uh, influence in her life. So it this should give you motivation. You could have live streams with 3 people in them, and you could eventually help people. It doesn't take that much to get to a place where you're helping people. And Tree of Knowledge, thank you so much for proving that this can work by saying that. Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you. Oh, Tree of Knowledge, kisses back. Oh, Torah saying for Armin, I say thanks. Thank you, Torah. All right, guys. Aw, I appreciate you too. That's so sweet. By the way, guys, how do you guys like my new camera angle? And also, please tell me if I should turn off this light or is it good like this? I could turn it off during my streams. Give me some feedback. Wait, how do I turn it off? Oh, I think I have to hold it. Oh, yeah. Is this better? Maybe this is better, huh? Let me know what you guys think. Oh, thank you, Shaw, in the chat, but that's a different live stream. But thank you. Is this better? Let me know. Give me some feedback. I would like to know. Oh, low-key, yeah. Okay, turning up without the light is better. Okay. For me. Yeah, maybe I should do it without the light. It looks better. Okay, guys, I'm gonna head out. Thank you, guys. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell notification. Make sure you like, leave a comment. A nice Callie is saying, "Thank you, Armin, for motivation. I appreciate all your help. Thank your mom to raise a great man." Oh wow, that was beautiful. Oh, thank you, nice Kelly. And Jack is saying, "Thank you for the stream." Oh, thank you, Jack. I hope it was helpful. All right, guys, I'm gonna head out. Thank you, Tora. Thank you, guys. Love you guys. Unusual AI. Bye. Mwah. See you guys soon.